Hello guys, welcome to Abhi Praveen. In the last video we just saw about the lists in Python, but we are just now this video is going to mingle the list plus functions. Okay, so by doing this program itself, you can able to see that we're just creating a one function which is called as add element, and you're passing the two arguments. This is the argument one, and this is the argument two. So there are two arguments which was passed inside the function, and I'm declaring one empty variable called length is equal to 0, and for that, so to find the length of the list. So to find the length of the list, we need to use the function which is called as length. But here I'm declaring one variable called length. Okay, so I'm declaring one variable called length, and I'm iterating the each element of this variable of the list, and I am assuming the variable plus is equal to 1. So for that, the variable of the value will be the length. So instead of using the length, we are using this kind of method. So it will be very useful for you to practice. So instead of using the length function, we can able to use these kind of functions. After that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to use the insert function. So instead of using a insert function, if we use insert function means we can able to either create, okay, so if we use the insert function means we need to pass the two arguments, which is the index. Okay, so one is the index of the argument and another one is the value to be inserted. So by here what I'm doing is I'm passing the index as the length plus 1. So what it will do means it will insert to the last element, it will insert the end of the list. So it will insert the end of the list, and by this variable, so this is the use of this insert function. So here I am creating an alternative function for append method. So in the last class we saw about the append method, isn't it? So this is the alternative which was created by us. So append method, it was the inbuilt function. Append method is inbuilt function. So but this add element function was created by us. So by in the append method, we did not we use like a list dot append. Okay, we use list dot append, and then we use such kind of variables. But here what we're going, we just declaring append element, and then we are passing the list variable, and then the element to be appended. So this is the use of the append function. So here let us run the code and see the output what it just produces. So I just appending 5 and 10 to this variable. So on the 5 and 10 are appended as successfully without any kind of errors. So here here the list 1 is the variable which is used for, which is created as the list 1 is created as the empty list. Okay, so here list 1 is as the empty list, and what we are doing, we are appending the 5 as the first argument and 10 as the second argument to this list. So we are appending these two variables to this list. After that I am printing the list function. So instead of this length, we can also able to use like length is equal to length of list 1. Okay, so we can also use this kind of function. So if I run this program also, it just produces the output. So why I'm not using this kind of function means just to understand how these functions are just working. So for that only we are just using this function. Okay, so after that what we are just going to do is, in the next video we are going to saw the clear. Okay, clear, how the clear function is defined using the pop function. So we are going to use the pop function to define the clear function alternative. So before that, I'm getting off. It's your Abhi Praveen.